Since there's only one planet left, I go to Galcius for the Purifiers. During the cutscene, Artanis says that the Empire's greatest weapons were developed on Galcius. Alerak says this is the site of the Purifier revival program. Rohanna protests that the Purifiers have to remain sealed. Alerak foreshadows that the actual Purifiers are still locked away, and starts explaining what is here. Rohanna rebukes him for somehow speaking above his caste. Artanis decides to use this technology, and Vorazon has evidently turned invisible since she doesn't appear during the entire cutscene. Upon getting to Galcius, Artanis finds that the Tal'Darim are attacking it. Rohanna asks why the Tal'Darim are following Amon, and Artanis says he doesn't know. Rohanna then says that they have to be destroyed for attacking the Protoss, and Artanis seems to agree with her. Artanis asks Alerak what's on Galcius. Alerak explains that these machines are similar to the Templar they're based on, and Artanis replies that they're only machines. Alerak objects to this as the Protoss made Purifiers in the same way the Xel'Naga made the Protoss. Forbidden weapon. On Galcius, the Tal'Darim are using their phased displacement beam to destroy the orbital defences, which for some reason can't attack things in orbit. Then Alerak tells you to withdraw or be destroyed. Alerak then indicates that it should be possible to get to the vault before it's destroyed. During the mission you have to defeat the Tal'Darim soldiers that are just standing around looking at Galcius, rather than helping destroy the orbital defences or trying to get to the vault. You also have to occasionally dodge the displacement beam. Once you get 3/4 of the way through the mission, Alerak uses the facility's old defences against you, but for some reason isn't able to disable the orbital defences. Also, there's 3 pieces of raw solarite to collect. Once you get to the vault, which is located next to a large Tal'Darim base, you have to fight a small Tal'Darim force that is standing directly in the path of the displacement beam. When they've been destroyed, the vault opens up and you can get the container. In the cutscene, you learn that Phoenix's personality was used in the Purifier prototype. Phoenix, however, believes he was put in stasis and made into a Dragoon, which is a reference to Starcraft 1, where Phoenix was injured after the Zerg invaded Aya, and later returned as a Dragoon before being killed by Kerrigan.
That's ironic. I can remember Tassadar teaching you a very similar lesson on Char.
I took that lesson to heart, Praetor. Now, are you ready to die a second time?
The Kala awaits me, Kerrigan. And although I am prepared to face my destiny, you'll not find me easy prey.
Then that shall be your epitaph.
Phoenix also mentions Aldaris, who was adjudicator tasked with watching over Tassadar, that was also killed by Kerrigan.
You can no longer afford to be so naive, Artanis. While you were securing the crystals, I discovered that your matriarch has been harboring a dark secret. She has been manipulated by
no time for this.
Artanis asks Alerak how accurate Phoenix's personality is, and Alerak says it's within the 99th percentile. Nevertheless, Artanis says this could lead to thousands of different decisions. Phoenix says that he's proud of Artanis for leading the Protoss, and Artanis explains that he was chosen to lead the hierarchy by the remaining Judicators and the Nerazim. Then Artanis has to explain that Tassadar is gone, and that Aya has fallen to the Zerg. As Phoenix was unaware of this, it implies that Phoenix's personality was copied after he was injured on Aya, which explains why he doesn't know anything that happened after that. Though Artanis does explain the Purifier program to Phoenix, he can't bring himself to tell Phoenix that Phoenix is now a Purifier. Finally, Artanis talks to Vorazon about how conflicted he feels about Phoenix returning. Vorazon says in time they'll see whether or not Phoenix is a flawed copy. Conclusion. In Forbidden Weapon, it seems that Amon can now communicate with the Tal'Darim and is ordering them to attack specific targets. However, Alerak seems to be attacking the vault in the most ineffective way possible, as he spent time transporting Tal'Darim onto this planet, and building several bases by the Vault, then decided to destroy all the orbital defences and the Vault from orbit with his mothership's displacement beam, while the Tal'Darim he sent to Galcius just stand around watching. It's been suggested that after Artanis arrived, Alerak decided to test him, but this doesn't explain why Alerak would send Tal'Darim down to Galcius and have them build bases when he was able to destroy the whole facility from orbit. So the plot of this mission comes off as contrived. Regarding characters, the interactions between Vorazon, Carax and Artanis regarding Phoenix were well written. Despite Artanis telling Carax that the Purifiers are only machines before the mission, and questioning whether the Purifier they rescued is actually Phoenix after the mission, he nevertheless treats this Purifier as if he was Phoenix, and is unable to tell him that he's a Purifier rather than a Dragoon. Artanis also expresses how conflicted he feels about this situation to Vorazon. So by bringing back Phoenix as a Purifier, the writers are able to create a conflict that causes Artanis to question his position on the Purifiers, and even undergo character development. Sadly, when Blizzard tried to talk about the Protoss' caste system, they failed for several reasons. Firstly, they don't explain why Rohanna thought Carax was speaking above his caste, when he explained what this facility did, especially since the Judicators seem to have approved of this facility. Secondly, even though it was established that Phoenix doesn't know what happened over the past 4 years, the writers don't use this opportunity to have Artanis explain that the Judicators and the Conclave are no longer in control of the Protoss, and instead he now rules the Protoss in the same way Valerian rules the Dominion, as an autocrat. Given that removing the power of the Conclave, an unelected council, and creating the hierarchy, a dictatorship, was the biggest change in Protoss society in over 2,000 years, this should be a major event, yet it's never mentioned in-game. It's also not explained why the Templar and Kalai castes weren't abolished at the same time. I suspect that Blizzard avoided mentioning this change in-game because of how contrived the whole thing was. Third is that Blizzard doesn't explain the main problems with a caste system. I'll go into more details regarding this problem in the other mission that deals with castes. In conclusion, while reintroducing Phoenix was good and caused Artanis to undergo some character development, the rest of this mission was badly written.